don't want children, you don't foresee yourself in like 5 years like wanting children.
I don't want any children at all with anybody. I've always been clear of Tanya that I don't want kids right now, and even for the near future, like, it's not gonna happen for me. I can't also determine how I would feel 5 years from now.
This has to be the biggest backpedal in 90 Day Fiancé history. When we first saw Syngin appear on The Single Life, it really wasn't a surprise. A month before the season aired, Tanya announced their divorce on Instagram. And not long after, Syngin appeared on 90 Day Bears All and talked about what caused their breakup.
I think the main decision came when, I finally decided that children are just not for me.
Syngin says he knew telling Tanya this would be the end of their relationship.
The children were definitely the deciding factor in everything.
So there it is, and you heard it directly from Syngin himself. Children were not for him, and it ended his marriage. And now we find Syngin on The Single Life looking for his soulmate that doesn't ever want to have kids, right?
Awesome!
When me and Tanya first started seeing each other, I truly thought that she's my soulmate. And now we're splitting up.
We first meet Tanya and Syngin in Season 7 of 90 Day Fiancé. Tanya actually traveled to first meet a different guy in South Africa.
He was actually not a good guy, so I left in the middle of the night. I went out to a bar, started drinking, met some girls, and, then I saw a cute bartender behind the bar, and he said his name was Syngin.
And she went home with him and didn't leave for a whole 2 months.
She looks beautiful even when she wakes up in the morning.
Oh, baby.
And after 7 months together, Tanya applied for the K1 visa. Syngin landed in the US and they started their 90 days. Actually, it was 60 days, but we will get to that. Not long after Syngin has settled in, it becomes obvious that this couple's personality and idea of the future are completely opposite. Tanya knows what she wants.
I want to have kids.
And Syngin, well, doesn't.
Bartending, I'm a fireman, Hollywood auditions, fire opera.
Yeah, he doesn't have a clue. While out to dinner on his 3rd day in the US, Tanya asks Syngin directly if he wants to have kids with her.
No, that's a question that can't just be answered like that.
And Syngin doesn't give in to Tanya's plan that she already seemed to have in place.
I will not be under pressure and told when to have a child, all these kind of things.
Tanya lets Syngin know what will happen, with or without him.
Whether I'm having kids with you or not, I'm having kids.
At this point, she seemed extremely controlling, and I didn't understand why she brought Syngin to the US. His laid-back and carefree personality didn't seem to line up with her master plan.
Almost like you read the story and I'm just a character in it.
And as much as Tanya wanted Syngin to have his shit together, she didn't either. She sets up a shed in her mom's backyard for them to live in, but she doesn't finish it before Syngin arrives. And we find out that Tanya is going to Costa Rica for a month, right in the middle of their 90 days. While Syngin stayed behind in the shed, Tanya was learning herbalism on the beach, which caused some tension.
We haven't been talking much. I've heard little from you. Every time we talk, you're busy with 10 other people in the background. It's me just being straight up honest.
She claimed that doing this was for them to open their own small business. But this poorly timed Costa Rica herbalism camp? Wait, school? Whatever it was, it seemed more like a time to party than anything else.
I just want to get back to dancing. Is that okay?
I need you to say you love me, and I need you to let me know when you're home.
I love you, and I'll try my best to let you know when I'm home.
And when she comes back, things get worse. While meeting with an astrologer, Tanya says something that she really should not have said.
I don't think I have that full soulmate feeling. I don't know. I feel like I've met my soulmate. Like, I feel like my first love was my soulmate.
Syngin was hurt, and even though they seemed to work through it and ended up going through with getting married, he never got over it. And now on The Single Life, Syngin and Tanya are separating.
I truly believed I found my soulmate, because it felt to me the stars aligned how we met, everything we went through to be together. And I was like, damn, this is my soulmate.
Yeah, he is definitely not over the soulmate thing.
Nobody should have to change who they are to be loved.
As much as I dislike Tanya, Syngin's slacking got annoying in their season of Happily Ever After.
You have struggled to find a healthy balance with everything since I've known you. A healthy balance of work and drinking and partying. And it's like, I'm tired.
And now on The Single Life, not much has changed.
Just let me do it. You obviously don't want to learn how to do it.
Even though Tanya and Syngin are separated, he is still living with her.
We're still sleeping in the same bed and still having sex.
So Syngin is even slacking during a breakup. Tanya, on the other hand, still wants things to work out. But while she's hopeful, Syngin seems sure that he can't give her what she wants.
We could try all of this, but like at the end of the day, like you still wouldn't want kids, you know?
That's kind of when I knew, you know? And it breaks my heart because I know it's something you really want.
And they ultimately decide to get a divorce and tell their families.
It's good to see you all. Thank you for coming out and having a little dinner with us.
They meet up with Tanya's mom and sister to give them the news.
What's the occasion? Like, are you guys pregnant?
Not even close.
We decided that we're gonna break up.
And they confirm what we've been hearing them say over and over.
Like you don't want children. You don't foresee yourself in like 5 years like wanting children.
Okay, everyone heard that, right? She even said 5 years.
You don't want to have children with Tanya.
I don't want any children at all with anybody.
We even caught you in 4K saying it, Syngin. Tanya and Syngin say that wasn't the only factor, but it was the deciding factor to end it.
You can go back to South Africa?
He flips his hair and leaves. It didn't take much.
Feels weird, man.
Just go for it.
Syngin meets up with his friend to vent about the meetup with Tanya's family.
I think in my mind, he's still thinking I'm still like a married guy at the moment.
And his friend encourages him to move on and join a dating app.
I just got a text from a girl. Kind of strange.
He ends up doing it, but even though he is separated, he is still living with Tanya. So he tells her about it.
We are still married. And we're cooking together, cleaning, crying, arguing, sleeping together, having sex.
He asks her if she's okay with him going out on a date, and she asks him why he can't wait until he moves out. And now, why do I have the feeling that his plan was to try to stay and sponge off of Tanya and go out and date other people?
Jesse Meester wants to remind you to subscribe to this channel. If you don't, he will appear in your room tonight and give you a motivational speech for 3 whole hours.
It is an illusion.
To my surprise, Syngin actually ends up moving out.
I need to get out of Connecticut and start my life over. I have a South African friend that's living in Arizona, and he said, if you want to stay with me, come up here.
It's the night before he leaves, and Tanya wants to make it romantic, which is confusing.
You know, these are our wedding glasses.
These are wedding glasses? Oh, cheers to the wedding.
What is happening? They can't talk for more than a few minutes without starting a fight, and Tanya goes to bed. And after symbolically breaking their wedding glass, he goes to bed on the couch.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
Tanya and Syngin have an emotional goodbye, and he heads to Arizona.
Road trip!
He makes it to Arizona after a long road trip and is staying with his friend Aaron and his wife Caitlin.
Me and Aaron both played rugby for a very long time. We're both from South Africa.
Aaron invites him out so he can meet new people in Phoenix.
Baby.
Syngin says he's excited to be single and is apparently already over his heartfelt goodbye from Tanya.
This girl, Kira, beautiful blonde lady, is showing me some tension. So I was like, hey, you talking to me? Let's have a chat.
Wow, such a ladies' man.
Yeah.
When he finally finds the words, he asks her on a date, and she says yes. It's the next day, and Syngin is getting ready for his date.
Really want to feel a connection and kind of see where it goes from there.
He wants to meet someone who won't try to change him. So someone who wants to travel, not have kids, and party, right?
Hi.
Thank you. Hello, how are you?
Good to see you again, you know?
Yes, you as well.
After a game of darts, Syngin asks his date what she wants out of a relationship.
Within the next 5 years, I better have children.
And that right there should have been a deal breaker for him.
Did you want children in your past relationship? Or
That was one of the mainest things in our relationship, why we actually split it up, you know? I wasn't in that mindset at all at the moment.
So 5 minutes with Kira and no kids ever has turned into no kids at the moment. And even the producers call him out.
You just told Kira that you didn't want kids at the moment, but you told Tanya you never wanted kids, right?
Yeah.
Let's just circle back for a second and replay a clip from earlier.
Don't want children, you don't foresee yourself in like 5 years like wanting children.
I don't want any children at all with anybody.
You got caught in 4K saying that, Syngin.
I've always been clear of Tanya that I don't want kids right now, and even for the near future, like, it's not gonna happen for me. I can't also determine how I would feel 5 years from now.
This has to be the biggest backpedal in 90 Day Fiancé history. At this point, I think he was willing to say anything to sleep with this girl, but I'm still in shock and I can't believe it only took him 2 days to completely change his mind. What do you think? I take this as Syngin not wanting kids with Tanya specifically, and he was unhappy in their relationship. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!